Well, hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what today is? Today is Wednesday, August the 11th, 2021. Got some happy birthday shout outs going out to Sherilyn, Daan, Shenandoah, Hoskinson, and Brad Rhodes. So, without further ado, here's the birthday song for the three of you. Hey, Brad. Hey, Shenandoah. Hey, Sherilyn. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday, I'ma say. You know, you're 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, Brad. Hey, Shenandoah. Hey, Sherilyn. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. I said it's your happy birthday day today. I hope you have a happy birthday and many, many more to ya. Alright, well, alrighty then. That being said, I got my Pokey pal, Amanda S. Little. That's right, she's my Pokey pal gal. Hey, and that does that for our shout outs. Let's do some weather forecast. Our weather forecast is going to be brought to you today by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. That's right, Refreshing Word Fellowship Church is located at 2054 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri. That's right, Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. We have our services at 11 a.m. on Sundays, and then an hour of power prayer on Thursdays at 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. Come on in and get that prayer on. That's right, located at 2054 Campus Drive, pastored by ordained Pastor John Schumer, Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. All right, here's that weather forecast that I promised you. It's for the next 5 days here in the St. Charles viewing area. Well, let's see. We got 83 degrees, partly cloudy skies with high temperatures of 83 degrees with today. Winds were east to northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, a few clouds overnight with low temperatures of 65 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be light and variable east to northeast at about 6 miles per hour. And then for Tuesday, August the 17th, sunshine and clouds mixed, and a stray shower or thunderstorm quite possible. High temperatures around 85 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable. Partly cloudy with low temperatures around 68 degrees Fahrenheit tonight with winds, or not tonight, but tomorrow night, with winds light and variable east-southeast at about 5 miles per hour. And then for Wednesday, August the 18th, a few passing clouds, or otherwise generally sunny. High temperatures around 88 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then mostly clear skies overnight, with low temperatures of 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable southeast at approximately 5 miles per hour. Then we're going to have a Thursday, August the 19th, mostly sunny skies, highs around 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies overnight with an isolated thunderstorm quite possible after midnight. Low temperatures around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds will be southeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 30%. And then for your final day of the 5-day forecast, Friday, August the 20th, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms in the morning. Highs around 87 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 30%. Scattered thunderstorms, especially in the evening, with low temperatures around 68 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. And winds are going to be light and variable at south to southeast at about 6 miles per hour. Chances of rain 30%. And that, my friends, was your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Now, we got a Beale Street concert series still coming up, August the 11th. That would be tonight, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you'd like to go on down to Beale Street, which is located in the streets of St. Charles complex, well, by golly, you can go right on over there and enjoy a free concert tonight. And that concert will be sponsoring the classic 70s and 80s classic rock group Dirt and Dirty Boys. That's right, Joe Dirt and the Dirty Boys. 70s, 80s, and some 60s thrown in there. So get on over to the concert there here in St. Charles and see what things are going, okay? And then let's see, we got another thing going on here in St. Charles. It's going to be the Newtown Concert Series. Newtown Concert Series will be Friday night out there in Newtown at Rue Royale. That's 3312 Rue Royale, St. Charles, Missouri, in Newtown Amphitheater, which is located in St. Charles, Newtown. Head on out that way. You can catch a free concert from 8 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., which is going to be first featuring Dr. Zigavagas. That's right, Zigavagas. Yeah, so enjoy that. Get on out there, all right? Alrighty then. That was brought to you today by Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie. That's right, Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie is a very crafty gal. She can set up a reef for reef and or table settings or whatever you need done. All you have to do is check her Facebook page and see what kind of products she has put together in the past. See if you like anything of that nature, and you can make purchases or have her design something specifically for you. She's good, she's great, she's grand. Give it a chance. Give her a chance, folks. Okie dokie. Well, alrighty then. Now then, let's see. What's going on here? How about a little bit of song? We're going to try that. I got kind of a dry throat, but we're going to try to rip one off for you. It's a Tennessee Flat Top Box. It's a Johnny Cash song. He owns the rights. He owns it all. It's him, song by Roseanne Cash. But we want Johnny Cash's version of it. So let's see if we can't look that up. Here we go. Song lyrics, Tennessee Flat Top Box, Johnny Cash. Okay, here we go. And in a little cabaret in a South Texas border town sat a little boy and his guitar, and the people came from all around, and all the girls from there to Austin were slipping away from home and putting jewelry in and hoping to take the trip to go and listen to that little dark-haired boy who played that Tennessee Flat Top Box, and he would play. Yes, he'd play. Well, he couldn't ride a wrangle, and he never cared to make it down, but give him his guitar and he'd be happy all the time. And all the girls from 9 to 90 were snapping fingers and tapping toes and beginning to him and don't begging him don't stop and hypnotized and fantasized about that little dark-haired boy who played that Tennessee flat top box, and he would play. Oh, yes, he played. And then one day he was gone, and no one ever saw him round. He vanished in the breeze, and they forgot him in that little town. But all the girls still dreamed about him and hung around that cabaret until the doors were locked. And then one day, on that hit parade, was that little dark-haired boy who played the Tennessee flat top box. And he would play, he would play. All right, there you go. That's it. That's all. That's all I can do, folks. Sorry, I tried it, and well, that's what she come up with. How about another Johnny Cash? I want to try another Johnny Cash though, 'cause well, I can do him. Let's see. How about song lyrics, Folsom Prison Blues? Well, I hear that train a-comin', around that bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I am stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rollin' on down to San Antone. Well, when I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And when I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Well, I bet there's some rich folks eating in that fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep a moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, and if I had that railroad train was mine, I'll bet I'd move it on over a little further on down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I'd want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Hi, hey, there you go. Well, you know what, folks, I'm kind of tired again. Tired again of vaccines. Vaccines that they're trying to mandate and trying to push on everybody. Yep, that's right. Trying to push old vaccine on you. And why, this is my situation. This is my question. This is my problem with it. Why? Yes, that's right. They're trying to force you to take a shot for a virus that has a 0.0025% chance of being contracted by the human body. That's first thing. And then secondly, if by chance you do get contracted by this virus, you've got a 0.21% chance that it's going to kill you. That's right. I know some deaths, any death is a crime and a shame, but when you're looking at a survival rate of 99.09, I mean, 0.900, well then chances are you don't need a vaccine shot anyway, much less one mandated to you by the government who's going to tell you you have to have it for the better of the greater good. Now, see, had we had just left ourselves alone and went through life just like regular and went to school and went to work and didn't get locked down and didn't have to wear a COVID mask and didn't have to wear any of these things, we would have been all the way through with this quote unquote um, herd immunity. Herd immunity would have been done and taken care of a year ago, and yet no. The government decided they were going to shut us down and lock us down and keep us where we are. Well, that's just because that's what they wanted to do. It was their agenda. They're probably going to throw me off of here on this one today because I'm talking about it. I don't like it, but I'm talking about it. I'm sick and tired of it. Even if you get the virus, which I've had it, I went through it, and yeah, it's rough. It's even rough for somebody like me, especially for somebody like me. I have breathing issues. I have limited lung expellation process. I can't hardly expel anything out of my lungs. But I was caught up in it and dealt with it. And well, that's all there is to it. You know, you take a few inhalers with you get an inhaler and that opens up your capillaries in your lungs. That way you can cough that garbage up out of there. It might take me a bit to get it out, but I did. And it was all good, done and over with. And I survived. So if somebody in my condition can survive, then there are quite a few people that can survive it, even with the extenuating circumstances like I've got. But that being said, it looks like it's story time for TV Grandpa. And that would be me. I am the TV Grandpa, and it's time for story time for the kids. TV Grandpa Shen. Well, today's story we're going to have is called The Little Prince Summary. This one's going to be brought to you by, that song request was by Shenandoah Ray Bailey, by the way, the Tennessee Flat Top Box. I'm going to say that it was requested by him, so we did it for him, or her, him, yeah, Shenandoah Ray Bailey. All right. Anyway, let's see. Thankful Nests by Janie Christopher is available at Amazon.com books. So if you want to get that book, you just go right ahead. Thankful Nests is a wonderful read, if you ask me. So there you go. Thankful Nests by Janie Christopher. Okay, here we go. The Little Princess, or the Little Prince, sorry. There was once a little prince who lived by himself on a small asteroid called B612. Well, he lived and he believed that he should take care of his planet, and so he always cleaned his 3 volcanoes and cut the bubble tree roots that secretly grew underground and could split the planet into pieces. So, one day, a seed mysteriously blossomed and turned into a flower. Now, you're so beautiful, he said. I'm going to water you and protect you with this glass globe at night. Well, the little prince decided to call her Rose. Well, he loved her very much, and Rose loved her little prince. They were together all the time. But because Rose was constantly demanding for the little prince's attention, he started to doubt her feelings for him. And so he decided that it was time for him to make new friends. So he went on a trip around the universe, leaving the Rose behind. Now, on the first planet, the little prince found a king who had lived there on his own for many years. When he saw the little prince, he happily said, "Good, I have someone to rule now." And so the king started to order him around and call him his subject. But the little prince was not used to taking orders from anyone, and friends don't give orders anyway. So he decided to leave. Now the little prince continued his journey, and on the next planet he found a man very well dressed. The vain man said to the little prince, "Oh, now I have someone to admire me." The man dressed in all sorts of clothes and expected the little prince to always to tell him how good he looked. But after some time, the little prince thought friendship should not be based on compliments, and so he left. On the next planet, the little prince found an old man with lots of books around him. "What are all those books about?" the little prince asked. "Well, I'm a geographer," said the old man. "So I write about the rivers, the mountains, and the deserts. Tell me about your planet so I can write about it." And so the little prince started talking about himself, the volcanoes, the bobat tree, and, of course, about his rose. "How wonderful," said the geographer, "but I can only write about the things that last forever. And so I cannot write about you and your rose." Well, the little prince had never thought that he or his rose was not eternal, and he felt sad, and the geographer had no interest in him as a friend, and so he left and traveled to a planet called Earth. Well, on the Earth, the little prince met a fox and asked her, "Can we be friends?" "Only if you tame me," said the fox. The little prince was intrigued. "What does taming mean?" he asked. "It means to establish ties, to create a bond," the fox said. "Otherwise you're just a little boy to me, like thousands of other little boys, and I have no need of you, and you have no need of me, for I am just like any other fox." "I'm beginning to understand," said the little prince. "There is a flower. I think she has tamed me. I miss her a lot." And so the little prince realized that even though his flower was so proud and temperamental, she was unique to him and a true friend. "My rose needs me," he thought, and so he decided to go back to his volcanoes and his baboon tree. And when the little prince saw her, he hugged her, and he hugged his beautiful rose and said, "I am responsible, and I will be yours forever." Which in turn means, folks, the moral of this story is that sometimes the friend that you're looking for is right before your eyes. No need to go anywhere else, but look at home and look into your heart for what you need. All right, alrighty then. That was story time. It was The Little Prince. So, that's story time today. looks like it's time for our daily bread portion of the program. Well, today's daily bread portion of the program is going to be brought to you by the Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2021 will be Psalms 81 through 83 and Romans 11, 19 through 36. Okay, here we go. Accessible to all is today's devotion in the Daily Bread portion of the program, and the scriptures and insights for today's devotion will be Matthew 7, 13 through 14. And that would read, Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through that. But small is the gate and narrow is the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. And that was Matthew 7, 13 through 14, which is true. To be able to come into the wonderful world of God, you must enter through the narrow gate. All right, that does our Daily Bread portion of the program, which was brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2021, a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. All righty, hey, that's it for the Shen Show. I, Shenandoah Briscoe, have enjoyed being your messenger, your host, and as always, you know, I got one more song for you, and it goes, "Oh, goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I say goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends, goodbye. I say goodbye, my friends, goodbye." This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are ya? And as always, you know, God loves you, and so do I. So come back and see me tomorrow, 'cause, well, hey, I'll be here, and I hope that you are too.